Y'all already know what's going on, man. Attitude Hour Podcast. We are back in the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the notification. Make sure you hit the likes. Make sure you hit the share button immediately. Also, make sure you sign up for our Patreon, patreon.com/Attitude Hour Podcast. You hear shit is happening. Man, shit ain't sweet over here. Shit is happening. Make sure you sign up for the Patreon, patreon.com/Attitude Hour Podcast, where you get exclusive episodes, behind the scenes episodes of the Attitude Hour Podcast and exclusive content. Right now, we have just uploaded 3 new videos. Freestyle with DNA, Max Caster, AJ Francis, Two's Top Dollar, Mega Ran. We uploading a song with Me Z and Jacob Fatu. Yeah, we did a rap record. Bonus episode of Godfather, D-Lo Brown, Devon Dudley, I believe Rakishi, I believe Val Venus is up there. So we got a lot of content, man. Check it out. But right now, we are going to get into our NXT Heatwave predictions. It is a fucking heat wave, and it's taking place in Toronto, Canada, in T-Dot. You hear me? In T-Dot. Archie.
Yes, sir.
Run that card for us, man.
First up, we got the NXT Tag Team Championship match, which is Nathan Frazier and Axiom versus Chase U. Where we starting now with this one?
Jerry, who you think?
Yeah. Hey, let me make sure I'm writing these down too. I'm going to Chase U, man. Frazier and Axiom got a lot of little issues between them where, one's trying to do single stuff and, I'll be there for the tags. It ain't going to work, man. We've seen this with, a lot of tag teams where, one wants to do singles. And I just think this is where the run ends for them. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to actually cause Nathan Frazier and Axiom to probably have a match down the road. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But when it comes to Heatwave, oh yeah, Chase U taking them joints. Easy.
I'll go next. The Supersonic Duo, they fire. Axiom, he can go, and Nathan Frazier does some things I haven't seen in the ring in a long time. I like the way he wrestles, but Chase U, their actual faction, their team, and throwing you up. Chase U becomes your new tag team champions. Gamaj, who you got?
Nah, I'm with y'all. I got Chase U as well. I feel like honestly, it's their time. They need them belts.
I mean, I hate agreeing, man. I like spicing things up, but I'm also not a fool. Keeping it $1. I'm going with Chase U, man. Going with Chase U, man.
Yeah, I thought if the OC, the Good Brothers, didn't do it last pay-per-view, I mean, they Chase U is gonna get those.
Chase U is gonna get them belts, man. We're gonna have new tag team champions come Heatwave. I'm going Chase U.
So then we got the NXT Women's North American Championships. Kalani Jordan, who is your champion, versus Soul Ruka. We start with Jerry. We keep this thing rolling like this. Who you got, HP?
All right. I love what Soul Ruka is doing. However, I went with Kalani on the 6-woman ladder match for that North American title, and I'ma still go with Kalani Jordan. She's still holding it down. But this is about as close. This is about as 50-50 as 50-50 gonna get. Soul Ruka is very nice in the ring, and so Kalani gonna have her hands full. I'm gonna say that, but I'm gonna go with Kalani. That's me being a fan, probably more, but she got it.
Your head versus your heart, right? So
a little bit.
Kalani, everybody likes Lani, right? Archie likes Soul Ruka. I love the way Soul Ruka wrestles, and that Soul Snatcher gotta be one of the cleanest, coolest finishers. And Soul Ruka, I feel, I mean, this would be a second title change if we write on a Chase U, but I'm rolling with Soul Ruka. I would hate for Kalani's run to be so short, but again, in this Triple H, Shawn Michaels era, it's unpredictable. So I'm rolling Soul Ruka. Gamaz, who you got?
I'm gonna go with Kalani for the win.
Okay.
For her to be the inaugural champion, I feel like that damages her if you give her a short reign. I really feel that way. So Ruka, I like her a lot. I feel like if Kelani maybe had 3 to 4 months on her reign, at the very least, I probably would have said she would have gone there, but not for this one. It's too soon.
Hey,
I'm going Kalani.
Mm.
I'm going with
Mm.
Kalani, man. I don't think the run is going to end. I think she, you know what I mean, had a crazy, way of winning the belt. They're not going to let her lose it that fast. She's going to keep her run going. Kalani.
next up, the men's North American Championship match. Who's your champion? Obafemi versus the man who didn't lose that belt. He had to give it up due to injury. Wes Lee. HP. Who you got? This is a true David versus Goliath match.
Yes.
Who do you
Even though
got?
I got this joint on, one of my favorite dudes was, you know what I'm saying, Killmonger and also uh Obi. Ooh, 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 ooh. And I'm gonna go with Obi, man. Like straight up and down. Like he reminds me of that character without all the, you know, certain traits that they would not be able to say about a Nigerian dude on television because it would just be too stereotypical. But the way his character moves, you know what I'm saying? Like it's challenge day. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, I don't see Wesley getting a win at all. Like not even close. It's not gonna be a squash match, but it's a real uphill battle. And the power set of Obi is he's too dominant, bro.
I'm
Too
Mm.
with
dominant.
you. I'm going Obafemi as well. Wesley, he can wrestle. He can hang with a lot of people. I don't see this going his way. And if I was to see it going his way, that means this would be the third title change. And I don't see that happening.
Be
Yeah.
wild as fuck.
Obafemi retains the men's North American championship. Gamaj, who you got?
And I also got Obi too, man. Like he's one of the more dominant stars on NXT. And the day he does drop that, and this is my wild like prediction, I feel like he would probably be the next person to be the next NXT champion after Trick. Like whenever he drops that North American belt, he's gonna go for that belt next. You have to put that for him.
What if
Maybe.
he has both
Yeah,
belts?
I'm about to say that. What? Let DNA go. We're gonna have to
Let
revisit that one.
I was
DNA,
trying
who
to
you
think on
got?
this, bro.
Obafemi or Wesley? Who you got?
That over Femi, man. I watched him front and center at Stand and Deliver. That man is not human, man.
Umbaku was the name I was trying to say, but
That
like,
Mbaku, yeah. That
yeah.
Mbaku.
So we all got Oba. Next, we have the NXT Women's Championship match. Your champion, Roxanne Perez versus Lola Vice. HP. Who you got?
I think they booked Lola to look real strong prior to going in. That knockout of that security guard. I thought the promo was bad. We talked about that in the recap, but it really spiced it up when she laid that security out on some Rick Ross type joint. Um, I'm gonna go with Lola. I'm gonna
I'm
go
gonna
with
never
Lola,
get that Rick Ross feature.
bruh. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm just joking.
I mean, Rick Ross didn't get knocked out. He got snubbed.
Roxanne Perez beat Jordan Grace. So Roxanne Perez should beat Lola Vice. Lola Vice had a strong win against Shayna Baszler. I loved it in that UFC match, but the underground match. But this is a wrestling match, and honestly, Roxanne Perez has grown on me in the past few months. I
She looks
turned
good.
I turned the page. I'm a fan, so Roxanne Perez will still be your NXT Women's Champion after Heatwave. Gamaj, who you got? Roxanne Perez or Lola Vice?
I got Roxanne retaining. I think Lola Vice kind of jinxed herself because anytime I see any wrestler take a champion's belt from them and then not return it, they usually lose.
Mm.
I've never seen a challenger do that and win. They always lose.
So
You
you
about to
going
make me
with your
stand
your
listen.
your wrestler logic, fan logic.
Man, that's what it
But like
is.
I said, this Triple H era is so unpredictable. But
So who you said you got the March?
Roxanne.
Yeah, I got Roxanne too, man. The real Roxanne. You hear me?
Roxanne, I want to be your man.
Yeah, I'm going with the real Roxanne, homie. I watched that.
And this is it.
On Netflix.
After it's all said and done, the heat wave gets as hot as it's gonna get. We got Shawn Spears versus the young OG Javon Evans versus All Ego Ethan Page. And you know what they trying to do? They trying to dethrone the NXT champion Trick Williams. HP, who you got?
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. This is tough. Like, even when I break it down mentally to be like, well, what makes the most sense? A lot of things make sense. You know, taking the belt off Trick makes sense if you're gonna put it on Ethan Page and have them go on a back and forth war for that belt. Him losing it to someone like Javion Evans and never getting pinned, and then they go to war. Like, everybody makes sense as long as they don't actually pin Trick, because I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think he's gonna get pinned. I'm going to go with Ethan Page.
All ego.
All ego, and I think he's going to pin Javion Evans.
2-3 weeks into being with the company, you think Ethan Page is going to get strapped?
Makes a lot of sense.
All right.
Because it never happens either. People who just come into the company typically don't just win the belt. Typically.
The numbers game is going to be played. Trick Williams does not have to be pinned to lose his championship. But that means Trick Williams got 3 other people he can pin. So, I like Ethan Page, I like Shawn Spears, the young OG. He's popping, but this will be the win that solidifies Trick Williams, and this is going to be the win that pushes his title reign forward. If he's losing that championship, it won't be at Heatwave. I'm rolling with Trick Williams to retain and still be your men's NXT champion at the end of the night. Gamaj, who you got?
I got Trick, man. This match is his first big test as champion, being in this Fatal 4. So this is really gonna display if he can even handle being a champion and being the face of NXT.
Bro, that's a wild thing to say. You said that man, if he can even handle it.
I'm not saying he can't. I'm just saying for the audience that's gonna view, this is how they're gonna look at it for him. This Fatal 4.
It's a big match.
It is a big match. I
don't even think we have to ask DNA, but to be fair, DNA. We're going to put aside that you was at NXT. We're going to put aside we got the Trick Williams interview on the Attitude Era page. We're going to put aside all that. DNA, who you got?
Yo, Gamad said that shit with so much confidence. Like, yo, why would you ask that? I got Trick, man. And I feel him, man. Is that a trick question? Come on, man. He just got the belt from Dragunov. You know what I mean? He's holding it down. He's doing wild interviews. You know what I mean? He's making the belt look good. He's adding value to the championship. None of them got even enough star power to walk around with that over their shoulder. You know what I mean? Y'all think it's shock value. I'm thinking analytics, numbers.
His win, who he won the belt from, was big. And I think this is going to be the win that says, okay, this is why we strapped him. So
the belt is staying with Trick Williams. Y'all know that.
Hey, man. Can I renege?
Mm-hmm.
Boys, this ain't a game of spades. If it was, you gotta leave the cookout. You gotta leave the cookout.
I'm gonna take Trick, man.
What sold you? Which one of us sold you?
Nah, it's just so I already said I don't see him getting pinned. Like, I don't. That was a thing, you know what I'm saying? But I could see him having feuds with every last one of them. Specifically Ethan Page. So losing that belt to him, but it's like then you got to have Trick win it back in a month or two. And then you get these short reigns. And I don't think they're trying to go in.
Eats the pin in this match.
I think Page eats it from Trick Williams. And that's why, because that's like, he's so cocky. Let me bring you down a level, because that's the guy who.
Oh, so now Trick is gonna win.
He switched. I'm reneging. He switched sides.
Because when I think about,
get the fuck out of here, man.
But I'm just saying, really with the smack joint.
He J. Cole does. He pulled the J. Cole just now.
Joint. But not on NXT, Young OG put Shawn Spears through But they do a lot of storytelling and Easter eggs, and it was Trick who put Ethan Page through the table. You know what I'm saying? So I could see that. You know what I'm saying? And
Either way, it's going
Shawn Spears will be next because
the
Shawn
main
Spears
event going to be
pinned.
fire. Main event is going to be fire. So hopefully our
Yeah.
boy stay strapped up out here. And that's the heat wave predictions. Let us know who y'all got in the comments.
Let
Of
us
course,
know who y'all
like,
got.
subscribe, comment, do all the things, and yeah.
Man, make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and let us know who y'all got winning Heat Wave. Drop your predictions in the comments. Let us know who y'all agree with, who y'all disagree with. And right after Heat Wave, we will be giving our official recap on actually what transpired at this event. So stay tuned. Good night.